The referee just rang the bell. The match is beginning. Now, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels are standing in opposing corners. It's almost like a UFC fight. That's how this match starts. It's a serious match. It's not a bunch of foolishness that you see in today's pro wrestling. It's serious. You see cameras going off around the arena, and everybody wants to see this match. It's really intense right from the start. It's really like the beginning of a UFC fight when they're standing up and they're going to trade punches and they're sizing each other up, measuring distance between each other. Shawn Michaels is shuffling around the ring trying to keep his distance from the Undertaker. You know, he's got to pick his shots because the Undertaker's bigger and stronger, a better striker, at least according to the commentators. So Shawn Michaels has Undertaker in the corner. He's landing some shots, gets up on the ropes. He's landing some shots, chops the Undertaker in the corner. Obviously, Shawn Michaels is a smaller opponent, so whenever he gets in some offense, he's got to stay on him. Again, Shawn Michaels ducks a clothesline from the Undertaker, but he gets caught. Undertaker's got him by the throat, throws him over the top turnbuckle onto the outside, onto the apron. Shawn Michaels fights back. Now Shawn Michaels gives Undertaker the second sign, leaps right over him, pretending he's got a knee injury. Now he does a Luthez press onto Undertaker. He's doing some grounding and pounding. So you see right from the beginning, it's physical. They're not playing around. There's no warming up. It's real physical right from the start. Undertaker just threw Shawn Michaels into the corner. He's landing big shots on Shawn Michaels. Big shots on Shawn Michaels. See, there's a thing that separates these guys from your average performers. There's a commitment to make this match more like a fight than a performance. And that, in my opinion, is always what makes a match great. It seems like a fight. Undertaker has Shawn Michaels in the corner. He's trying to Irish whip him. Shawn Michaels kicks him off. Now Shawn Michaels has Undertaker in the corner, chops. So there's a lot of back and forth early on, trying to establish the fact that these two are on the same level. Undertaker just threw Shawn Michaels in the corner. Shawn Michaels did his usual, like, flip up onto the top turnbuckle, come back down, and then Undertaker just threw him overhead onto the mat. Shawn Michaels is on the mat now. So, again, just establishing they're equals. These are two big-time performers. Even though Shawn is a much smaller man, they're on the same level because they're going back and forth. Nobody's dominating. Nobody's taking control yet. Undertaker goes for a pinfall. Shawn Michaels kicks out real quick, obviously. Undertaker's in control of Shawn Michaels right now. It looks like Undertaker's going for old school. The fans are getting to their feet. Flashbulbs are going off. He hits old school on Shawn Michaels. Okay, that's the first significant move of this match. And this differentiates it from, let's say, the main event of this WrestleMania, which was Randy Orton versus Triple H, where they both hit their finishers at the very beginning of the match, which was foolish in terms of ring psychology. These guys actually know what they're doing. No offense to Orton and Triple H, but they screwed up that main event. Shawn Michaels is now attacking Undertaker's leg. Smart move. You know, the smaller man trying to keep the larger opponent on the ground, keep him off the feet. Again, smart stuff, like basic ring psychology, right? Something you just don't see in today's, wrestling, especially in AEW, for example. You see larger opponents acting like they're cruiserweights. And you see smaller guys like one of the Young Bucks doing 8 Northern Light suplexes in a row. Does that make any sense? No. But this match makes sense. Shawn Michaels has locked in a figure 4, again, attacking The Undertaker's legs. Smart. If you were really in a fight with The Undertaker, what would you do? You'd probably try to take out his legs. It's just basic stuff that a lot of today's wrestlers don't pay attention to. Undertaker accidentally laid down and his shoulders were on the mat. The referee just counted 2. Undertaker popped back up. He's still in the figure 4 though. By the way, I like watching this match without the commentators because sometimes the commentators on WWE matches are so terrible. There have been times where I've watched old matches and just put on German commentary just so I don't have to hear, let's say Michael Cole or Matt Stryker or some of the other terrible commentators they've had. Shawn Michaels has released the hold. He just did a drop kick right into The Undertaker's legs. Again, attacking the legs. See, this isn't complicated stuff, but if you were to watch today's pro wrestling matches, you would think like this is rocket science. It's not. Less is more. Simple is better. Undertaker has Michaels in the corner again, landing big shots. You notice how things have played out so far. They haven't done anything significant. The biggest move so far was old school. Undertaker was just selling his leg, by the way, like he's got a Charlie horse in his hamstring or something. That's what it looked like. He was trying to take the knot out of his hamstring. But you notice how, like, if you were to watch a UFC fight, it's kind of like this. A lot of basic stuff early on, a lot of back and forth. Undertaker just hits snake eyes on Shawn Michaels and hits the big boot. Shawn Michaels is on the mat. That's the second significant move of this matchup. Undertaker hits a leg drop, goes for the cover, 1, 2. Shawn Michaels kicks out. Very well paced. They're not rushing anything. Obviously, they got a lot of time in this match. Undertaker is calling for the chokeslam now. Are we going to see the next big move? Okay, he's got Shawn Michaels by the throat. Shawn Michaels immediately reverses it, gets Undertaker on the mat, puts him in a crippler crossface. All right, see, another momentum swing. So again, nobody has really been in control yet. We're about 9 minutes into the match at this point. Nobody's taking control. Just back and forth, simple stuff. Couple of big moves here, but nothing major. Shawn Michaels hasn't hit a significant move at all. He's landed some strikes. He has put in some submission holds, figure 4, now the crippler crossface. Undertaker just rolled over Michaels, went for a pinfall. Shawn Michaels reversed. Crippler crossface still locked in. Although it doesn't look like Shawn has it completely locked in at this point. He's got his hands wrapped around the side of Undertaker's head, and Undertaker is trying to weasel his way out of it. But no, Shawn still got it in. Still got it in. Undertaker is standing up with Shawn Michaels still having the hold locked in, and just gave him a slam. Michaels releases the hold. Undertaker goes for the cover. Obviously, Michaels kicks out at 2. So now we are 10 minutes into the match, and all there's been is a couple of pinfalls, mostly back and forth, a few big moves, but nothing major. Now they're going back and forth with punch, and then a chop, punch, and then a chop. Undertaker's just staring at Shawn Michaels again. Shawn Michaels with a chop. Michaels with a chop again. Michaels with a chop again. Chop again. Now Shawn Michaels just hit one of his big moves. Comes off the ropes, hits the Undertaker. They're both laying down on the ground. Is Shawn Michaels going to get the kip up here? Yes, he does. Just does a kip up. Now he's in the corner. Is he going to tune up the band now? Nope, not quite yet. Reverse atomic drop. Chop. Another reverse atomic drop. Chop. Michaels just clothesline Undertaker to the ground. Michaels is going up to the top rope. Undertaker's laying flat on the mat. Undertaker just sat up. He did his signature pose. Shawn Michaels saw it. He goes for the double axe handle. Undertaker catches him. Hand around Shawn Michaels' throat. Goes for the choke slam. Shawn Michaels faked a Sweet Chin Music. Now he's going for the figure four. But Undertaker locks in Hell's Gate. Now there's some... there's some interesting action. A great combination of moves there. Shawn Michaels was panicking. He just got his foot on the rope. Undertaker has to break the hold. See, you noticed we're now like about 12 and a half minutes into the match. That was the first like real exciting, okay, wow. Is somebody going to get caught here? Is something big going to happen here? But it was just a little tease of what's to come. You know, but that was like the first exciting exchange where it looked like, okay, somebody going to be in trouble here. Again, very similar to if you watch like a 5-round mixed martial arts fight. It's like there's, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, an exciting moment, then a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, then an interesting exchange, then a little bit here, a little bit there. Now they're outside of the ring. Now, Undertaker just put Shawn Michaels on the ring apron. Shawn Michaels' head is laying off of the ring apron, so it looks like Undertaker might be going for a signature leg drop there. Let's see if that's what he does. Undertaker is going for the leg drop. And Michaels moves out of the way. Undertaker lands on the apron, hurts his leg again. See? The leg. They're going back to the leg. Common sense. Ring psychology is just about using common sense. Shawn Michaels just drop kicked Undertaker through the ropes. So Undertaker is laying flat on the mat outside the ring. Now Michaels is going to stand on the ring apron. It looks, okay, he's climbing to the top rope. Is he going to go for that moonsault? There, oh, he went for the moonsault. Undertaker basically slapped him out of the way, and Shawn Michaels just landed, and he's hurt on the floor. Undertaker is sitting down, taking a break, taking a breather. You notice how the intensity of this match has picked up since that exchange in the ring where Undertaker locked in Hell's Gate. So now things are getting a little more bigger. So they had that big exchange. Then Undertaker just hit that big leg drop on the outside, but missed it. He tried to hit it. Then Michaels just missed a moonsault on the outside. Sort of like tit for tat there. They both missed big moves. They're in pain now. Undertaker's laying in the ring, taking a breather. Michaels is outside the ring, laying down. The referee's checking on him. So this gives both guys a break. It's kind of like a reset in the match. Okay, Undertaker. Whoa. This is a very memorable moment in this match. He hit the ropes, dove outside the ring over the top rope. Shawn Michaels pushes a cameraman in the way, and Undertaker lands very awkwardly. It looks like he lands on his head. and the cameraman's down. Shawn Michaels is taking a breather, laying down on the mat. Undertaker's down too. A lot of people thought the worst happened to the Undertaker, but it looks like he's okay. So everybody's down right now, everybody. Even the referee, I think, is down. So again, this is a sort of like intermission during the match. Basically, maybe kind of splitting the match in half, because this is right around the halfway point of the match. Yep, the referee is down because Michaels pushed him down. They're showing a replay right now. So this is intermission. So we saw the beginning of this match, the first half, as sort of like back and forth. Everybody's on the same level. They both missed big moves. They're both in pain right now. Undertaker's probably in a little bit more pain because he just missed that dive to the outside. Shawn Michaels rolls back in the ring. And now it is time for the second part of this match where things get really fun. Another thing to mention while they're all taking a break here is that there's no wasted motion. There was no wasted moves here. There's not a lot of fluff. You're paying attention the whole time. The crowd's into it the whole time. You're definitely not going to hear a boring chant during this match. Shawn Michaels just went to the outside, is pulling the referee back in. Maybe he wants a count-out victory. That way he can break the streak, doesn't actually have to pin the Undertaker or make him tap out. Smart move by Shawn Michaels. Again, it makes sense. A lot of things that happen in today's matches, they don't make sense. This makes sense. The action never stops for too long. So right now, Shawn Michaels and the referee are basically taking center stage right now. Undertaker's getting a break here. But there's still stuff going on in the match. Shawn Michaels is telling the ref to count out the Undertaker. So there's something going on here, even though there's no actual wrestling going on. So Michaels is still getting a breather here. Undertaker's getting a breather, but there's stuff going on. The storytelling is going. The crowd is waiting to see, is Undertaker's streak about to end on a count out? And they can't believe it. Shawn Michaels is praying in the corner, hoping that Undertaker will not get up. He's telling Undertaker to stay down. And Undertaker is struggling to get back to his feet. You know, it's heightening the tension here. And it really looks like Undertaker might. Is he gonna make it? Yes. Just makes it, rolls into the ring. And Shawn Michaels is heartbroken. The crowd is clapping. They're obviously happy about that. Shawn Michaels looks furious now. So now both guys are back in the ring. Shawn Michaels is in the corner. He's got a mean look on his face. He's tuning up the band, okay? Here we go. See, now we're going to get into the high intensity, big moves, finishers. Now we're going into that now. Shawn Michaels tuning up the band. Undertaker's getting to his feet. And, Undertaker catches Shawn Michaels, choke slam. No Sweet Chin music. Undertaker hits a choke slam, goes for the cover. 1, 2, Michaels kicks out. Undertaker is looking exhausted. And, okay, Undertaker just got Shawn Michaels back to his feet. Looks like he was going for the tombstone. Michaels goes for Sweet Chin music. Undertaker catches him again. Oh, Undertaker goes for a chokeslam again. Then Michaels goes for Sweet Chin music and hits it for the very first time in this match. He just hit his finishing move on the Undertaker. He's crawling to the cover. Now, when I was watching this match live, okay, 1, 2, Undertaker gets the shoulder off the mat. Now, when this happened, did I think it was the end of the match? No. You know, that's a good false finish. I mean, it's heightening the tension in the match, but did I think that was going to be the ending? No. Because one Sweet Chin Music with Michaels slowly crawling to the cover, obviously, that's not going to be the end of the match, but we know we're getting into the end stages here. Both Michaels and Undertaker laying flat on the mat, and Michaels just did a kip up. All right. He's furious now. His finisher didn't work. The count out didn't work. Nothing worked. He putting the cameraman in the way so that the Undertaker dove on top of him. That didn't work. Undertaker just grabbed Shawn Michaels on the throat from the mat, kicks him. Oh, it looks like he's going for... Is he going for the last ride? He's going for the last ride. Michaels counters, flips over, is going for a pinfall attempt, trying to... no. And Undertaker is going for the last ride. One more time, is he going to hit it? Yes, he does. Now, do I think this is going to be the end of the match? You know, when I was watching it live? No. This match is not ending on a last ride, so Michaels obviously just kicked out. But again, we know we're getting close now. We're getting close. Undertaker's looking like, what am I going to have to do to this guy? Now, remember, Undertaker has not hit his tombstone yet. We know this match is going to end either on a tombstone or on a Sweet Chin Music. So, Undertaker hasn't hit his signature move yet, his finishing move, the tombstone. Now, he's hit a last ride. He's hit a chokeslam. He hit the snake eyes, and then he hit old school as well. So he's done everything else, I believe, at this point. He even locked in Hell's Gate, but not a tombstone. So we're waiting for that one. All right, Michaels laying flat on the mat. Undertaker's on the top rope, goes for an elbow, misses. Michaels just rolled out of the way. So now the momentum is back in Michaels' corner. Both guys flat on the mat right now. Everything has been very basic so far. Remember, we're more than 20 minutes into this match now. Everything's been real simple, real basic. They took a couple of high risks with Undertaker doing that big dive over the top rope and Michaels doing that moonsault from the top rope to the outside. But nothing too dangerous, nothing that's going to get these guys, like, killed or anything. Okay. All right. Undertaker just threw Michaels to the outside. Michaels caught the rope. He's skinning the cat. And then Undertaker just caught Michaels in tombstone position. In tombstone position now. All right, tombstone. Now this is the moment where everyone thinks it's the end of the match, including me, back when I watched this live. 1, 2, Michaels just kicked out and the crowd is going insane. I was going insane. And Undertaker has the funniest look on his face right now because if you pay attention to how pro wrestling matches work, you know, the basic setup of a pro wrestling match, this was the finish. They went into Undertaker's tombstone in an interesting way. Undertaker hit all of his other big moves. Michaels has already hit Sweet Chin Music. Undertaker caught him from skinning the cat. I hadn't seen that before, so I'm like, okay, that's an interesting way to go in the finish. We're more than 20 minutes into this match. This has got to be the finish. I was wrong. The crowd was wrong. Everybody was wrong. But that was the best false finish I have ever seen. Ever. Because they got me on that one. Legitimately got me to the point where I thought, okay, it's over, and I'm like ready to get up and go get something to eat or something, but no, not over. Undertaker just stood up, took his straps down, because now he's like, okay, this guy just kicked out of my finishing move. This was supposed to be the end. He's looking at Michaels basically dead on the floor right now. After the greatest false finish I've ever seen. That's how you set up a great false finish. You do all the other big moves, and then you find an interesting way to get into your finisher, and then you have the other guy kick out. That's how you do a great false finish. Undertaker's going for the tombstone again, and Michaels just hits a DDT instead. So not only did Shawn Michaels kick out of the tombstone, now he's got momentum in his corner, because he just hit the last big move. So it kind of feels like we're in overtime right now, because the match should have been over. In everybody's mind, this match should have been over. So we don't even know what we're seeing right now. This is something, we don't know what to predict now. If Michaels kicks out of the tombstone after all that other stuff, after the chokeslam, after the last ride, after the snake eyes, after old school, and he kicks out of the tombstone and he just hit a DDT on the Undertaker, what is this guy made of? And this is when people start to think, okay, maybe the streak is going to end tonight with Shawn Michaels. And it starts to make sense, because you're like, well, if they're going to have someone end the streak, there's no better person than Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, ending the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. It all makes sense. Everything's starting to make sense. Michaels is going to win this match. Michaels is on the top rope. It looks like he's going for the elbow drop on the Undertaker. Undertaker's laying flat. He hits it. So now Michaels has just hit a DDT and the elbow. So he has the advantage for sure right now. These guys are putting on a masterclass. I mean, I wish today's wrestlers would go back and watch this match. There's a reason why everybody loved it. You don't got to do fancy gymnastics routines to impress the crowd. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels take a lot of time in this match, laying down, taking breathers, getting breaks, and still they managed to put on this amazing match. Michaels is in the corner tuning up the band. Remember, he's hit a DDT, hit the elbow. He's looking like he's going to hit another Sweet Chin Music. Undertaker is struggling to get up. Undertaker turns around. He just hit Sweet Chin Music. Now, this could be the end of this match. Okay, legitimately, everybody's like, no way. This is not going to end like this. Second Sweet Chin Music. Is it going to be it? 1, 2, Undertaker kicks out and the crowd's going nuts. See, now the crowd is so emotionally invested in protecting the Undertaker streak from being broken. They're like, no way. This is not going to happen. But they did it perfectly, because there's no way the streak is ending tonight. But in their mind, they're like, after what we've just seen, Michaels might be the one to end the streak. This match is not over. Yes, Undertaker just kicked out, but he's in serious trouble. He's taken 2 Sweet Chin Musics, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. He is very vulnerable right now. He is the most vulnerable he's ever been in a WrestleMania match. They have executed this match perfectly. They've laid it out perfectly. Okay, Michaels and Undertaker are on their knees on the mat, grabbing at each other. They're each trying to get an advantage here. And, okay, Michaels hits a chop. Undertaker hits the ropes. Punch to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels wobbling, hits a chop. Undertaker, big punch. They're doing the back and forth, the hey, oh, that type of stuff. Again, punches, chops, chop again, chop from Shawn Michaels. Oh, Undertaker just hit a big boot and knocked Shawn Michaels down. See, right now I'm feeling, as I'm watching this match, I mean, I know the ending, but it's like, this is like, it could go either way. When you're watching a real sporting event and, you're down to the last minute and the score is tied, that's what this is. Okay, Undertaker went for a tombstone again, but Shawn Michaels escaped. He's chopping Undertaker. Again, all these chops. Chop again. Shawn Michaels is... Ooh, he just hit the corner. Undertaker threw him in there. Michaels just kicked him. Now both of them are down on the ground, on the mat. But again, it's like tie game going into the final minute. Final minute of overtime, actually. That's what it feels like. And it's rare that you ever have matches that feel like this, where everything got executed to the point where everything's building to this climax perfectly. Because before the climax takes place, you want everybody to be like, I don't know who's going to win this match. And the stakes are so high. Michaels is on the top rope, hits a moonsault. Nope. Undertaker catches him in tombstone position, tombstone pile driver. Undertaker puts Michaels' hands on Michaels' chest. Referee 1, 2, 3, match is done. That's how you do it, people. That's how you have the greatest wrestling match of all time. They perfectly built up to a false finish. And then after that, they perfectly built up to the actual finish. And they didn't do so many finishers. Okay, how many was it? 2 Sweet Chin Musics, 2 Tombstones. Okay? And in a match of this magnitude, it's okay for each guy to hit 2 finishers. You see guys in other wrestling matches on regular TV hitting 3 finishers and the guy kicks out. How many times does Cody Rhodes hit Crossroads over and over and people kick out, people kick out, people kick out? It's like they're not protecting their finishers. These guys knew what they were doing. Today's crop of talent, some of them might know what they're doing, maybe a guy like CM Punk, but most of them don't. They need to go back and watch this match and take notes. Now, if you ever have someone asking you what is professional wrestling, show them this match. Greatest match of all time, people.